What's going on, everybody? C4 here. What is up? It's draft time. As promised, here's the stream. I was using a stream on my computer because my TV's all messed up right now. So I'm gonna need one of you guys to take the initiative and reply with like the picks. Keep me updated with the picks, just because I have my screen is looking at what you guys are seeing for the gameplay and the chat. My computer sucks, so I don't have the capabilities to be able to have like side by side the draft stream and this live stream. So if anyone can keep me updated with the picks, I will give you reactions to all of your picks. So this is gonna be focused more so on the chat, less on the gameplay. I'm just picking up the Eagles connected franchise that we were playing earlier on the channel, just because I need something to play in the background. So let's get it. Packers, yeah, I'm very interested, man, with that Packers secondary. I feel like they did a good job. They got Clinton Dix and Justin Evans at safety. Now you got Kevin King last year. You got Josh Jackson in the second round. That's good value. I don't necessarily know how well of a scheme fit Josh Jackson is, but Josh Jackson and who else they got? They got the first round. Jair Alexander. Jair Alexander, probably my favorite corner in the draft class. I don't think I could say he's outright better than Denzel Ward, but I definitely think for my money, seeing where Denzel Ward went at 4, I really do think Jair Alexander at 14 was a good pick for the Packers. So I like what they did there. Breeland Speaks to the Chiefs was definitely interesting. I think that was a little bit of the reach. The fact that they traded up is what made it surprising. But then again, remember when they drafted Tano Passignon from Villanova? They drafted him fairly high. He's a project-type player. Doesn't look like he's going to amount to anything so far. What do you know about Goddard? Dallas Goddard. Small school prospect. Only thing I actually don't know is from looking at his tape, I haven't seen a whole lot in terms of blocking. I feel like if Philly traded up, they must have a good judge on his blocking, because if he's a solid blocker, if he can block in the NFL, he has ungodly, like I'll refer it to like Madden. He's going to have like 90 spectacular catch when he starts to man. He has Odell Beckham hands at the tight end spot. So he does replace Trey Burton immediately, and if he can block, he replaces Brent Selleck as well. So, 2 tight end sets are quite the popular thing for the Philadelphia Eagles. So it makes sense from that standpoint. Do you think you trade back into the 3rd round? I'm going to say no, just because we only have 4 picks left, unless someone's still there. If Justin Reed is still there and they can trade up, that may be a popular pick. Same with Ronnie Harrison from Alabama. If one of the safeties is there, I could see that move. But I just feel like with 2 4s, we got 2 4s, a 6th, and a 7th, I believe. They don't. I mean, Howie likes, our GM likes to have as many picks as humanly possible. So I would bet against it. Raiders just got Brandon Parker. What? I had him in my Eagles in the mock draft. I like him, man. Oh, Trey Burton. The feels. Are you surprised Darius Geis fell? A little bit. I mean, people have said it's like he sucked at his interviews, said he would take a knee and stuff like that. That's what I've been getting from Twitter. And I feel like if you're doing a job interview, some GMs will reward you for honesty. Other GMs will just say, I'm not dealing with that type of a headache. So that's probably the scenario that happened there. As you can see, we're playing with some rookies here. We got Antonio Callaway. We got Saquon Barkley on the Eagles. That's just how it played out in our save, if you're wondering. What do you think about what the Bears have done thus far? I really think the Bears have had a solid draft. In the 1st round, Roquan Smith is a good fit. Even though I do like their linebackers more than most Packer fans, I think Kwiatkowski and Trevathan were fine. You get Roquan Smith, who's an absolute stud. And then in the 2nd round, Anthony Miller, one of my favorite wide receivers in the class. I mean, now you have Anthony Miller. You have Taylor Gabriel for your speed. You have Allen Robinson as like your hopeful franchise guy. You have Trey Burton and Shaheen at tight end. I mean, Trubisky is going to have, plenty of weapons to make a big-time transition there in the sophomore season. So I really think the Bears are having a solid draft. What are your thoughts on Kerryon Johnson? My boy, not the experts guy. I thought Kerryon Johnson didn't test as well as I thought. He looks faster on tape. Oh, here's Johnny Townsend, 2 punter from the Florida Gators that I hope Philly actually gets. I thought his tape was really good. He was pretty much carried that Auburn team down the stretch, but he did not test as well as I would have expected. But I definitely think he has a good probability to break the 100-yard rushing curse there for the Detroit Lions. And guys, if I don't answer your question, feel free to reply it a couple times. Don't spam it. But yeah, and anytime a pick comes up, please shout it out in the comments because I'm not watching the draft anymore. So if you guys want to keep me up to date, that'd be great. Okay, what do you think about the Cardinals? The Cardinals draft. I think right now they're probably in the lead for the best draft so far. And I was heavily critical on the Cardinals offseason. I thought they had absolutely terrible offseason. The amount of money they gave Sam Bradford, then they brought in Mike Glennon, and they lost some guys, didn't really outright place them. And the Honey Badger scenario, I thought they had maybe the worst offseason of any team. But then they come out, they get Josh Rosen, they get Christian Kirk at 1-2 bang. I like that, man. They needed to get another wide receiver there with Larry Fitzgerald. Hopefully Chad Williams can take another step. Only thing I don't know is how they're going to handle Rosen. Are they going to just let Bradford start for half the season and throw the reins to Rosen? Because I definitely don't see Josh Rosen as the type of player that needs that red shirt, that needs to wait. I think he's one of those guys you can throw right away into the fire. But, yeah. Lorenzo Carter to the Giants. That's the next pick. I mean, they're switching to a 3-4. That's a solid pick, man. As much as I critiqued the Giants for not drafting Sam Darnold when he fell to 2, I think that's still very surprising. Getting Barkley, getting Will Hernandez, and now Lorenzo Carter. That's a good draft. Credit where credit is due. All right, I can say this now as a fan of your Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. That man, good moves for the Giants. I'd have to give the Giants. They're probably right in the hunt for top 5. Now, I hated the Barkley pick just because I think they had to go QB. You have to get Eli Manning's successor. But another reason why I hated the Saquon Barkley pick is that their offensive line's not good. You got Nate Solder, who you paid a lot of money, and let's be honest, he's a starting tackle in the NFL. That's it. He's not an all-pro tackle, even though you're paying him like one. He's a solid starting tackle, which is better than what they have. But the rest of the offensive line is not very good. But you get a guy like Will Hernandez, that offensive line's starting to take some shape. It might help out with Saquon Barkley a little bit. And Lorenzo Carter's an athletic freak, man. Height, weight, speed type prospect. Good fit. It's a good fit. Giants will be better than Dallas. Yeah, it's going to be... I'm not going to lie. I more so hope my Philadelphia Eagles break the curse of no NFC East team repeating as champion, which I think they will because they have the most complete roster in the NFL. But, what else we got? Lamar Jackson of Baltimore. What are your thoughts? I know a lot of people like to shit on Lamar Jackson, but first of all, oh my God, we're getting torched here. What the Ravens had to trade to get up for the Eagles pick, I think they bent the Eagles over a little bit. I think the Eagles should have asked for more. I think for 100%, the Eagles should have got another pick. Either they got another pick or I think the Ravens got our 4th rounder. They should have thrown that in. It should have been one pick going the Ravens' way at pick 32, and the Eagles either getting another one or retaining whatever they have because now we only have 4 picks remaining. But Lamar Jackson, it's a change of culture. They need to move on from Joe Flacco. That contract's ugly. He's not an elite quarterback, and it's interesting. And I love Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, I do not give a shit about Louisville football. But anytime Lamar Jackson was on and I had that game, I was tuning in because he's that electrifying. So I'm pulling for him. Him and Baker Mayfield are my 2 favorite quarterbacks in this draft class. Not because I'm not saying that they're going to be the 2 best guys. But the 2 guys I'm pulling for are the 2 guys that I would probably try to go to my way to watch them play in the preseason. How would you feel about Marcus Allen going to the Eagles? He's not really a scheme fit, I don't think, for what they're looking for. Depends on the value, I guess. I wouldn't want to see him go in the 4th. Maybe with the 5th maybe with the 6th or the 7th. I wouldn't hate that. But I don't really see a lot of coverage ability there. And I feel like Philly might want to get a more versatile cover corner to eventually replace Malcolm Jenkins. I wouldn't hate the pick, though. He's not a bad player. But I see him more so as like a special teams contributor earlier on in his career. Browns pick Chad Thomas. Okay, Chad Thomas from Miami. He's a big-time musician. I think he made beats for like DJ Khaled or something. I don't know why. He's a 3-4. C4 down to play Mutt. No, I can't play. My internet won't be able to handle like an online game right now. My internet's trash. I'm very surprised that I'm not lagging right now, to be completely honest with you. Why didn't I stream the first round? Because I was not at my current setup. I was just chilling, and that's why. I'm going to do it next year 100%. Basically what needs to happen is I need to get a little bit better internet, and I need to get a 2-monitor setup so I can have the draft stream on... God, we're getting torched. The draft stream on one screen, and then this live stream on the other. So next year, 1,000,000%, we'll be streaming the first round. So we just had Chad Thomas. Okay, we're talking about Chad Thomas to Miami. So, or Chad Thomas from Miami. He's a 3-4 end, and I don't know why the Browns got a 3-4 end for a 4-3 front. So that's pretty much all I can say about that. What do you think about the Patriots pick so far? Surprising. When you look at what the Patriots did last year, offense wasn't the problem. Their defense was shit. It fell apart in the Super Bowl. And the fact that they went surprise player in Isaiah Wynn, he's versatile, but I don't know if he's the best fit at tackle, which is what they listed at. They got Sony Michel. Do you need another running back? Can't James White fill that receiving role? And then you look at someone maybe like Rex Burkhead, Jeremy Hill to like try to be that running back. So I'm surprised. They got good talent, but I'm surprised with those picks. And what do they get? They got Duke Dawson, though. Shout out to Duke Dawson. He's a day one starter at nickel corner. That's probably my favorite pick from them. Obviously, Gator bias. Texans just picked Justin Reed. There you go. That was a guy that a lot of people on Twitter were tagging at me for the Philadelphia Eagles to get. You know what? Justin Reed, Honey Badger, could do a lot worse at safety. Oh, right there, Carson. Right there, Carson. On a drop. Okay, I think we're playing on All Madden right now. Don't even want to be playing All Madden. 49ers picked Fred Warner. Okay. Linebacker, BYU. He's a guy that I actually just kind of found about later on when I was doing my mock draft. I was like, what linebackers are people talking about here in the mid-rounds? I saw Fred Warner, BYU. Looks like he's versatile. He's a guy that can play, not a liability in coverage, can come up against the run. What is Carson Wentz doing? Giants pick is in. All right, let me know when the Giants make their pick. I don't know the order, so I hope you guys are kind of keeping up with it. But again, like I said, I'll just be talking. Would Malik Jefferson fit with the Eagles? Yes. That would be a great pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think too rich for my blood when they're talking that maybe he'd be a first rounder. I feel like, oh my God, man, we can't catch shit. I feel like he's still, has a little bit ways to go in terms of development. I think he gets one of those players from college that gets by on his athleticism. I think he's going to need a little bit of a learning curve as a rookie. But for the Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, if you're eventually looking right there. Oh my God, what is this passing? Did you see Skip Bayless try to roast David Akers? I did not. If you could tag me on that on Twitter, it'd be pretty funny. Giants take B.J. Hill, NC State. That's a solid player. I don't necessarily know if he's a nose tackle, but I don't know what his weight is. I think he's he's probably sub 320. And usually you gamble on the guys that are 320 plus to be your nose tackle. But maybe a D end because I'm pretty sure Snacks Harrison. God, I hate all Madden. I'm pretty sure Snacks Harrison will be the nose tackle anyway. Duke Dawson was not the only suspect pick. I hate Win pick, and I don't get the Michelle pick. I think it's just Bill Belichick trying to get cute with his picks. Let's be honest. Bill Belichick, for the most of his career, has been almost a draft genius. These last couple of drafts have not been his best work. I feel like linebacker, you could have went corner. Well, they got Duke Dawson, but we're getting torched, man. I have not played Madden. As you can tell, we're pretty much moving on to the Dinos NCAA series, so I have not played Madden quite some time, and I was not ready for the Aaron Rodgers shit show here in all Madden. Thank you, Boss Bricks. Do you think the Pats will take Mason Rudolph? I don't know where they pick. They might want to hurry up with the pick, because I think he might go earlier on in the third round, because he is without a doubt the best quarterback available, even though you got Mike White and Kyle Aletta, and a lot of people have linked Kyle Aletta to the Patriots. But Mason Rudolph, the Patriots, yeah, I would say yes. I would say Patriots could get Mason Rudolph here in the third round. You got to get Brady's replacement. Hoyer is probably not the guy they want on the roster, the only guy left on the roster. And I do think Mason Rudolph, I like Mason Rudolph, man. I think he has one of the best throwing motions I've seen in college the last couple of years. He's an underrated athlete for a guy that's your prototypical NFL size. So I would put money that if Mason Rudolph's there at the pick, I'd be surprised if the Patriots pass on him. Will the IMV college football game flop? I hope it doesn't. I mean, I've told you guys since day one, I'm a skeptic of it. The recent news that came out a couple days ago is good. I hope the game's good. If the game's good, I will absolutely put it on, play it. Oh my God, let's go Saquon. But I don't know yet, man. My feeling is this. I said it on Twitter. I feel like if enough traction comes behind that there's hype around that game, I would just see 2K or EA, one of the big studios, swoop in and buy it off them. That's kind of how I feel. That's my business degree kicking in. Do you think Shaquem Griffin will go in the third round? I hope not, because I kind of want him to fall to the Philadelphia Eagles. Because if you're an Eagle fan, look at this. Even though we have 2 yards right now, this gameplay is depressing. The Eagles are looking for a linebacker, and you're looking for a safety that can help play that money backer. I think you could get 2 birds stoned at once for you. Oh my God! Look, this is fucking ridiculous. You can get 2 birds stoned at once for your Trailer Park Boys fans there with Shaquem Griffin pick. Best wide receiver in the draft at the moment. You think left? That'd be pretty good. Left, off the top of my head, probably Michael Gallup. Jerome, what's up? You think Lorenzo Carter is a steal? I don't know if I can say he's a steal, but he's incredibly high upside. You get a guy that has the frame of a Leonard Floyd, who was a first-round pick to the Bears, and those athletic traits, just the size and athletic traits, those are like one of those things that, like, you see a guy like Lorenzo Carter go in the first round. Teams will gamble, like a William Golston bust for the Jets a couple years ago. You see a guy that's just like height, weight, speed. Teams are going to invest a first-round pick. They might bust. They might be the next freak athlete. The fact that they got them in the 3rd round, it's not a risky pick, and it's a good investment for the scheme fit. Changing to a 3-4. Do you think Hercules Mataafa will be a good pro? It's tricky because he played D-tackle, and there's no chance in hell he's going to play D-tackle in the NFL. I think he'll be a rotational guy, but really good production at Washington State. Maybe better suited as a 3-4 end. Missed the first part of your stream. Thoughts about Goddard. I have a video up. A draft reaction about Goddard. Ultimately, I need to see a little bit more in terms of his blocking. Probably after I'm done this stream, I'm going to go double check that out, see if I can find some decent tape on that. But I like the pick. He was on my short list of guys I'd be happy if the Eagles took. Oh, let's go. Let's get that first down, Carson. Let's get that first down. Oh, let's go! 49ers pick Fred Warner. I think we already talked about that pick. We're a little bit ahead. I think some people are leaking the tweets, like leaking the picks before they actually happen on the TV. But as I said, Fred Warner, from what I can tell, he's versatile. He's a guy that can, can play cover, can drop back into coverage, can cover tight ends, can cover running backs, and is your in the box tackler. Which team has had the best draft so far? Off the top of my head, I don't have my notes here. I'm leaning with the Cardinals. I really do like what the Cardinals have done so far. I will say I'm surprised with how the Colts and Browns have picked with all their picks in the first round and second round. I thought they might have got a better haul, maybe more name value. Dante Pettis to the 49ers conflicts me. That's one of those. Dante Pettis was surprising, especially with Christian Kirk on the board, because when you have Dante Pettis, you're getting a guy that's a special team man. He's a return man first, and then secondary does he have the wide receiver traits to play on the outside? Does he, obviously he gets separation, he's a speedster, but does he have, the ball tracking ability to play on the outside? Does he have the route running ability to play on the inside? And I would say he's best suited for a slot role, but then when you look at the roster, Pierre Garçon on the 49ers, he's their slot guy. So I was really surprised with that pick because more so a guy like Christian Kirk definitely has a higher probability of success on the outside. And then even if you think that Pettis can be your burner on the outside, I mean, you have that already in Marquise Goodwin. I think if I was... he's not, oh my God, he's not available, but I think, you look at a guy, maybe Michael Gallup would have been a better pick for the 49ers. I think I had him in my Niners mock. Boss Bricks, thank you. Love your vids. What do you think about the Browns draft? So, run it back to me right now. The Browns drafted, they got Baker Mayfield. I love that pick. That's an exciting pick. I'm a big fan of Baker Mayfield. Then they got Denzel Ward. I thought that maybe a slight reach at 4, but he's probably the undisputed top corner in the draft after, Josh Jackson, those guys not testing particularly well. And then they got Nick Chubb. I like that pick. 3-headed running back attack. You have Carlos Hyde, a guy that struggled to stay healthy throughout his career. If he could stay healthy, him, Duke Johnson, and Chubb is a nice, Philadelphia Eagles mold 3 running back. They got Corbett, which was kind of surprising. I assume they're going to try to play him at tackle because Bitonio and Zeitler are their guards, and they paid a lot of money. I'm pretty sure both those guys are on big contracts and somewhat new contracts. So I was surprised with that one. Okay, slow down. What's that? Okay, the last pick we had was the 49ers pick. So whatever is after that, I can react to. Royce Freeman went to the Broncos. That's a little suspect. I think Royce Freeman's the kind of guy needs a really good offensive line. I think he's one of those... Oh my God, we're getting murked. I think he's one of those guys that need to go to a team zone blocking scheme. I don't know particularly if that's what the Denver Broncos ran. But you need a good, strong offensive line because he's not going to make a lot of guys miss. He's kind of like the runner that will take what's given to him and make the most out of that, but he's not going to create holes and separation for himself. could have a little bit better backfield vision. That's a little surprising. Your Colts had an atrocious second round. Ignored great chances at corner. Yeah, I mean, Isaiah Oliver would have been a great pick there for the Colts. McGlinchey to the 9. Yeah, McGlinchey was interesting, man. That was definitely one of the more interesting picks. I don't necessarily agree on him going at 9. I don't think he's the 9th best player. But he was definitely him. I had him and Connor Williams as my legitimate 2 first-round tackles. I guess I was a little bit wrong on the Connor Williams one. Jerome Baker to the Dolphins. That's not a bad pick. They need to get a better linebacker. He's a cover guy. Him and Raekwon McMillan would be interesting. Him, Raekwon McMillan, and Kiko Alonso. Those are 3 athletic linebackers. Jacob Forbes. What are the Chiefs doing passing on Oliver? I don't know, man. To be completely honest with you, I have no idea why they did that. Because Kendall Fuller's a nickel. You may be able to, try him on the outside, but the reason why he was graded so well by Pro Football Focus and he had success with the Redskins was he played nickel. So if you're going to have him transition to nickel, who's your next corner? You have David Anderson, who had a terrible year with the Redskins the Raiders last year. What is this? All Madden bullshit. Isaiah Oliver, however, was a first-round talent and was sitting there. So I'm going to be honest with you. I have not liked the Chiefs. I'm pretty sure last year I gave the Chiefs my worst draft grade when all was said and done. And they, I don't know, man. Breeland Speaks. I had Breeland Speaks as a 4th, 5th round talent. Best value pick in the first, then the second. Best value pick in the first round, probably Josh Rosen at 10. Maybe looking down Tremaine Edmonds at 16 to the Bills. Best value in the second round. I mean, I want to say Geis, but I don't know enough about the off-field yet, because maybe the off-field stuff is more serious. Because Mike Mayock said that there's an ongoing investigation that's really embarrassing to him and whatever team drafts him. So that's a little... I still want to say Geis for the value, but, maybe more will have to come to light on that one. I like Isaiah Oliver. Isaiah Oliver. I think the Falcons. The Falcons are another team I'd throw up right up there for having the best draft so far. New York Jets select Nathan Shepard, my Canadian. A Canadian going in the 3rd round. That's exactly what I need to see. God bless Canada. Project, but he looked good at the draft, looked good at the Senior Bowl. What do you think about Martavis Bryant? Martavis Bryant going to the Raiders. They need another wide receiver there. Amari Cooper, what's going on with his hands? Is he still going to have the drop issues that he had last year? Makes sense. Deep threat, Martavis Bryant. If you can put it all together, he's pretty damn scary. He's a 6'4" Deshaun Jackson. God, someone deep make a play. There we go, Alshon. There we go, Alshon. Do something. Ajay might sign. Okay, well, Eagles. For the Eagles running back, that's why. Not only is Ajay a pending free agent, he got drafted. Ajay would have probably been a 2nd-round running back. But the reason why he went in, the 4th, 5th round or something like that is because he has, a bone-on-bone knee injury, which is something that he's always going to have, and it's really not going to help his lifespan. So because of that concern, the more and more football he plays, the more and more, that lifespan of his knee is kind of wearing down. So if that's the case, Philly might not want to pay him. So I think running back might be, maybe look at a Kalen Ballage, a John Kelly in the 6th round, if some of those guys were there. So you just found out one of your mom's best friends is married to Mike McGlinchey's brother. Well, give me some swag, What do you think the Eagles picked at Kelly Callaway in the 4th? He's the next Josh Gordon. Callaway 100% is not going anywhere until undrafted free agent. And I would take him there. I'm a Gator fan, and I'll say he's probably the dumbest player I've ever seen in my life after Randy Gregory. But I would take a shot at him an undrafted free agent. He's probably in Florida around bad influences. We saw that with Daryl Worley. Coming back to his hometown Eagles, made a bunch of dumb mistakes. So maybe if Callaway, you get him out of Florida. Obviously, Howie Roseman, a Florida Gator alumni, might have some inside sources there saying, yeah, get him out of here. He'll probably worth the flyer, see if he can turn it around. I would take that gamble because he's probably a top 5 talent and wide receiver this draft, but what an idiot. Why is Harrison Phillips falling? Because D tackles that can't rush the passer don't have a whole lot of value. So we're, whatever pick, we were just on the Nathan Shepard Jets pick. For those of you guys that are trying to keep me updated with all the picks. Who's the best talent left in the draft? I honestly don't know. Like, doing the stream, I'm going to go out the top of my head and say I'm still surprised that Michael Gallup's on the board. Someone just mentioned Michael Gallup. You could say maybe Arden Key. Arden Key's still there. Arden Key, you got Mo Hurst. I mean, he has the heart issue, but in terms of talent, he's right. You got to be right in that mix. Ronnie Harrison. Because Ronnie Harrison's, you know, in the box safeties, Ronnie Harrison, I don't necessarily know how well his coverage ability is going to train. Oh, let's go Jernigan. Oh, my God, man. We're getting torched by Aaron Rodgers. I don't know how well his cover ability is going to translate to the NFL. He might just be an in-the-box safety. And, again, much like D tackles that don't rush the passer, in-the-box safeties, not a whole lot of value there. Dolphins picked... What? Dolphins picked Jerome Baker. Okay, Dolphins picked Jerome Baker. I guess we talked about that one just a second. I touched on that. Good cover linebacker, undersized, Ryan Shazier mold. Probably could find early down starting. Another Ohio State to pay with Roquan McMillan. What about Equan St. Brown? Project. He's a project. Height, weight, speed. It's tough to judge him because quarterback play at Notre Dame sucks. Notre Dame wide receivers and LSU wide receivers are always kind of hard because their college tape's not going to look great because their quarterbacks suck. Nathan G commenting from Twitter. I don't know how you did that, bro, but that's sick. Shout out to Dante Pettis getting picked. I'll tell you guys right now, though, if the self-reported Lamar Jackson 4.340, he is going to be unbearable to play in Madden. I cannot wait to play with him in Madden because I play offline. I don't really have to deal with the cheese of online. So, oh, let's go, Brandon Graham. Nice sack. What about Brian O'Neill? The Vikings. Versatile. I thought at one point during my, the earlier stages of the draft process, he was one of the better left tackles. Maybe the best because he pretty much played left tackle all the time at Pitt. Good run blocker, great athlete, brings some versatility. Not a bad pick for the Vikings. Redskins pick is in. Pat Pete. Skip said, remember, 1, Eagles, playoffs, last 34, Eagles, whatever, man. Skip Bayless sucks. Deion Kane still there. I think Deion Kane, I was expecting him to fall. I thought he was one of the more overrated guys that was being considered a first-round wide receiver. I think he's a little bit project type guy. Who's the best wide receiver to meet in the draft? I would say Calvin Ridley's probably the best coming in, but I like DJ Moore, maybe a little bit more because of athleticism, and he's not as old. Anthony Miller as well, I'm a fan of. I like a bunch of guys. This is not the best wide receiver draft class. There's no one I could say is undisputed the top guy, but I do like a bunch of them. So it's not a, kind of a vanilla, neutral answer on that one. Thoughts on Pittsburgh's draft? Surprised they got Terrell Edmonds in the first round. I thought that was a reach. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if they made a third pick, but they got James Washington. That was solid value. Good replacement for Martavis Bryant, a higher character guy. Juju Smith-Schuster, James Washington, Antonio Brown. Not bad weapon. Surprised they haven't gone tight end yet. Maybe someone looking like, Mark Andrews could be a good pick. Jerron Christian to the Skins. Wow, I look like an asshole because on the Eagles Twitter I said Eagles should look at Jerron Christian in the 4th. The man that protected for Lamar Jackson, athletic tackle. I like him. Jerron, god damn. Man, it always feels like at some point in the draft, the guys that I like go to the Giants, Redskins, or Cowboys. Like, I like Connor Williams, went to the Cowboys. I mean, I like Saquon Barkley, he's going to the Giants. That's not that. Can't be too upset about that one. Oh, 3rd and 5 threw it away. That was bad. I really do want Shaquem Griffin, though. I would say right now, Shaquem Griffin in the 4th is probably the most hype I could get. I think he'll probably still be there. I mean, he might go in the 3rd. Wherever he goes, I'm going to be a fan of Shaquem Griffin. If he goes to a team with a nice jersey, I might even order it because, like I said, as a parent, I need to start looking for good role models, inspirational figures for my son to look up to, and that is absolutely one. My son's perfectly healthy, doesn't really have any true adversity yet, something like Shaquem Griffin's gone through. But, I mean, you watch Shaquem Griffin dominate at UCF. This guy was putting up just absolutely absurd numbers. And then, going to the NFL, he's got to get drafted. He's got to play on Sundays. It's a great story, and I really would love to see him in Philly. Chiefs pick Derek Noddy. Not a bad pick. Definitely better than Breland Speaks, I would say. Noddy probably will play defensive end. I don't know if he's a nose tackle. Could be viewed as a nose tackle. He probably is going to be viewed as a nose tackle. The more and more I think about it, because you're going to have Chris Jones and probably Speaks as your DNs. Shaquem becomes an Eagle, I'm getting his jersey. I probably will. I need to get a new black Eagles jersey. If they draft right now, I don't know if I'm going to get a Dallas Goedert one yet. I don't know if I want to get a backup tight ends jersey. But if they get Shaquem, I will definitely get that jersey, 100%. I'll get a real one, too. I won't even cheap out and go China. I got to get the Miami Heat, Miami Vice jersey, too. Even though I'm not a Heat fan at all. I'm not even really that big of a basketball fan. Go Sixers. Trust the process. Go Raptors, because Canada. But I really do want to try to get one of those cheap-ass China Miami Vice, Miami Heat jerseys. Those are the best jerseys I've seen in a long time. Mason Rudolph to the Steelers. Okay. There you go. So, Patriots. I mean, I honestly, I can see the Patriots always being in for like a Loletta, and maybe Mason Rudolph's never on the board. I don't know if they even interviewed Mason Rudolph or brought him in for a private workout. But I like that pick, man. I hate Josh Dobbs. Everyone knows I hate Josh Dobbs from Tennessee. He was never going to be the successor to Ben Roethlisberger. Mason Rudolph, I mean, I remember I 100% saw the pictures of Tomlin working him out. That's a great pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is a great pick. Give him a little bit of flack for Edmonds. I think Edmonds is not a bad pick. He's a nice safety, a nice little project player at safety. I think he may have similar issues to what Jabril Peppers had, where he's not, as refined of a cover guy to play right away. And they maybe view him as an immediate replacement for Mike Mitchell. But, yeah, not good value there. James Washington the second, solid value. Mason Rudolph from the third. I like what they're doing. I like that. Do you like Nyheim Hines? Nice little utility weapon player. Not an outright running back, though. He's too small. Would Josh Sweat be an option for the Eagles? I think Sweat's probably more suited to be a 3-4 outside linebacker. Obviously that's not an Eagles fit. Matt Boss. I haven't streamed in like a month. I have not been streaming because my internet has been absolutely terrible. Basically, I do a speed test. My internet sometimes will be great. My internet other times will be terrible. It's my controller batteries are low. Gonna need to probably replace those in a second. Replace those at halftime. Oh, there we go, Alshon. Nice little play. Justin Reed and Honey Badger scary. I like that. Cincinnati Bengals pick Sam Hubbard. Okay, Sam Hubbard, safe pick. A safe pick. I'm not going to lie, I don't get it. Why would the Bengals go D-end? You have Carlos Dunlap. You have Willis, Jordan Willis. You have Carl Lawson. You have 3 guys that are still really productive, and you go and get another guy. I don't get that pick. I don't get that pick. Not bad value. Hubbard in the third is a good value. At one point, I thought he could be a fringe first rounder. So the value is there. Defensive end, I don't get it. Malik Jefferson to the Bengals on back-to-back picks. There's a good pick. For a team that's going to be without Vontaze Burfict, Malik Jefferson, there you go. They made up for the kind of head-scratching depth chart kind of filler there in Sam Hubbard by getting Malik Jefferson. That's a nice pick. Much better than the Sam Hubbard one. I think if I'm the Bengals, you got to go O-line. You still got to go offensive line. Who do they pick in the first round? Bengals got Billy Price, right? They got Billy Price, or did they get... Yeah, they got Billy Price. So you feel Billy Price, he'll be the center. So they still realistically need a tackle, maybe another guard. They still need a tackle and a guard. You would assume that they're going to go Cordy Glenn, Clint Bowling, and Billy Price. So you still need a guard and tackle. And you get Sam Hubbard? You get Sam Hubbard when, Orlando Brown's still on the board. You get Sam Hubbard when, I don't know what's still left for guards, but, surprising. Come on, Watt. Break off. I needed Watt to break off there. Come on. Better awareness. C4, you guys see Avengers Infinity War? I'm not into that stuff. I'm not into, superhero movies. All right, 4th and 16. You better believe we're going for it, baby. Dante Jackson's still on the board. No, he went to the Panthers. You don't need a tackle. Who are your tackles? You got Cordy Glenn. You got Cedric Abouye, who's been a bust, and you got Jake Fisher, who did not look very good last year. You have high investments that have yet to pan out. Oh, right there. Catch that. Think the Ravens should draft Orlando Brown. That would be a Baltimore Ravens pick. And yeah, right tackle. Lions made a... Yeah, Frank Ragnow is a safe pick. A safe pick. Let's go Aguilar. What are your thoughts on the Bears picks? I was talking about this earlier. I think they've done a decent job. Roquan Smith, good pick. Anthony Miller, great pick. Luke Falk to the Patriots. I think Falk, Laletta, and Mike White all could be in play. But now, I don't know if you have to reach for a quarterback in the third. They'll probably be there in the fourth. I don't know how many picks the Patriots have in the third. I know they've been trading back like anyone's business, so I don't know what picks they've been able to accumulate. But maybe I'll just wait till the fourth round and get a QB there. Thoughts about the Dolphins picks? Like I said, off the top of my head, what they got: Gesicki, Jerome Baker, and Minka. Oh, that was a terrible pass. Someone catch them. Someone can catch Jake Ryan. He's not fast. Come on, Saquon. Come on, Saquon. Good. I mean, you got Minka Fitzpatrick pairing back there with Rashad Jones. It's a great safety pairing. Plus, you can get some corner ability from Minka Fitzpatrick. You got Jerome Baker, who could probably start right away at linebacker with Kiko and Raekwon McMillan. And, yeah, Mike Gesicki. You need to get a new starting tight end. I don't know how pro-ready he's going to be, but you'll be a receiver. He's probably just going to be a younger Julius Thomas earlier on, but definitely a higher ceiling. Who got PJ Hall? PJ Hall, look at his stats. All you got to do is look at his stats. His stats were ungodly at D-tackle. Rasheem Green to the Seahawks. Why are the Seattle Seahawks constantly ignoring the offensive line? It's an absolute joke. Absolute. You need offensive line in a big way. I'm not saying there's someone there, but you get Rashad Penny. Who's he got to run? How's he going to run with Dwayne Brown? Dwayne Brown, Ethan Posich. Those are like the only two serve. Maybe Bricks to an extent. But Rasheem Green's good. I think Rasheem Green has one of the higher ceilings in the draft class. That's a nice pick. The Rasheem Green to the Seahawks. Still, though, no offensive line is fucking ridiculous. You hate the Steelers are fans and Pats are stupid. Well, there you go. Everyone now knows your opinion. Why is Ronnie Harris still on the board? I said this earlier. I feel like in the box safeties aren't valued. So that's why like Harrison Phillips is still there. Thoughts on the Lions next year? New coach. Oh my God, Wentz can't throw the ball. That's PI. New coach might not be, you got the Vikings and you got the Packers. So they're probably gonna be a little bit better, but they could surprise. Shaquem Griffin is still on the board. Yes, he is. Is Tyquan Lewis still on the board? No, he got drafted. I can't remember what team, but I remember I was making a tweet when I heard his name get drafted. How good is Jamarco Jones? He's a solid prospect. I don't think he's a day one starter or anything like that. But he's probably, in terms of tackles, he's probably the top tackle left. I'd say him, Martinez Rankin, and then you could look at a project like Desmond Harrison. Projections for Saquon's rookie year. Even with the Hernandez pick, that offensive line's still not going to be great. He'll definitely break 1,000 yards. I'd probably say 1,300 yards from scrimmage, 8 touchdowns. Not quite the same kind of numbers that Leonard Fournette was able to pull up, but I think he'll be all right. What is this 12-win bullshit? Come on, best field goal kicker on YouTube, baby, with 12 win. Get at me. Martinez Rankin to the Texans. There you go. Texans absolutely needed to get offensive line. That's not a bad pick. The OC4, thoughts on Bengals taking Hubbard, Malik Jefferson. Hubbard doesn't make sense to me because they already have a bunch of defensive ends, 2 good young ones, and Jordan Willis and Carl Lawson. But Malik Jefferson's a really good value pick. Really solid pick. Probably the best pick in the draft so far. Walter Football is an absolute idiot. JT Barrett is going to go undrafted. I would say that. Who's the prospect of the biggest upside that's still on the board? Biggest upside? Because I said, I don't have a... I'm actually going to pop up my draft board here. I have a draft board. Just so I can kind of refer it. Top player that's still available. I mean, you might want to say Antonio Callaway. Arden Key, potentially, if you can get him. Probably Arden Key, ultimately. A lot of red flags, a lot off the field. But in terms of talent, it could be very much Arden Key. Chukwuma Orefor did not help himself with bad testing at the combine. He'll probably go in the 4th. What do you think of the Baltimore pick so far? What do they got? Hayden Hurst, Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna lie, that's all I know. Is that all they picked? If you guys give me picks from now, if you guys ask me to rate your picks, just remind me who they picked. Because most teams I'm not gonna remember. I'm still super tired from last night. Hey, what do you think about the Packers potentially trade up the 3rd round with the 9 picks of ammunition they still have left? They could. I don't know who they'd want. Maybe a Mo Hurst to play defensive end. Still on the board. Rasheed Green needs to stay away from ATVs. That'd be good. Predictions for the Eagles' next pick. I hope it's Shaquem Griffin. They could go corner. Let's see. Eagles pick at 4. I'll say Shaquem Griffin could be in play. They might look at maybe a another cover linebacker. They could look at corner. If they're looking at corner, Anthony Everett. Perry Nickerson could be on board. Looking at tackle, Tyrell Crosby, Desmond Harrison. Look at safety. I mean, no way in hell. Kaiser White. Kaiser White could still be there. All right, let's go. Let's focus on the gameplay. We're here for the gameplay. Oh my God! Aaron Rodgers just runs through the sack. God, I played all bad. Cowboys get Michael Gallup. That's good value pick there. Sitting on the board, best wide receiver available. Questions about his ability to get separation, but really, really good jump ball. Really good production at Colorado State. That's a good pick. Good pick for Dallas. I don't know if he's enough. I don't know if he's enough for Dak Prescott to have the weapons. But for where they are and what they need, that's not a bad pick. I feel like Griffin would be a better safety than linebacker. His coverage skills, I don't know. They might be a liability if he's strictly playing safety. I think he's a money backer, though. Good nickel linebacker. I think Baltimore can make the playoffs this year. They better hope they do. This is probably their last little window before they go a slight rebuild with Lamar Jackson taking over the offense next year. You think the Jets should have drafted Rasheed Green or Sam Hubbard for DN instead of Nathan Shepard? I would rather... Sam Hubbard's not a 3-4 end, but I would probably take Rasheed Green over Nathan Shepard. But, yeah, I'd probably say I would take Rasheed Green over Nathan Shepard. I think Madden will ever be good again. Hope to God next year's game's good, because this game was ass. And for someone that plays this, it pisses me off that the game continues to suck and suck more and more. Hey, maybe Moonlight Swami will make the game great again. You just joined. What do you think of Gesicki? Great athlete. Kind of plays and reminded me of Zach Ertz. I think if you're a Dolphins fan, he's probably not going to be much more than what you got as a rookie. He might not be anything more than what you got from Julius Thomas last year, but obviously has a higher ceiling. My God, man. Who's the Juju Smith-Kelly this year's draft, or just Chip Kelly's son? We're going to probably have to say Colton Miller. Colton Miller from UCLA. Before he left UCLA, Chip Kelly adopted him because he's a height, weight, speed offensive lineman. We're just going to continue to run here with Carson Wentz. And then we fumble it because he knew that was happening. What's something you want to change in Madden? Just complete overhaul of franchise mode. Why are your Seahawks taking D linemen? Because they're, they're dumb. I don't know why they're not taking like a tackle. They still believe in Jermaine Ifedi, maybe? Get a boy like this, Antonio Callaway. Don't believe he's going to back-to-back fumbles. Let's go. What do you think about the Gals Goddard pick? I have a video about that reviewing it, but quick take is I like it. Could have been worse. I'll say that. We're doing a realistic Madden 19 franchise with other than the Eagles and expansion. Don't know yet. I might do a poll or something like that to see what the people want to see. I always like, but I've done the Eagles for like 6 straight years. I'll probably do it again. To be honest with you. Thoughts on Ranchod Penny? A reach for sure. But basically, I defended the pick in my video yesterday, saying if you know he constantly got linked to be this year's Kareem Hunt in the 3rd round. Well, if that's the case, Kareem Hunt clearly wouldn't have gone like the 3rd or 4th round last year if people knew in hindsight. He'd go in the 1st round. So if that's it, then he could be very well worth that 1st round pick. So I think he's a talented running back. I don't agree with the Seahawks going running back and drafting a running back. That's definitely a reach at 20 or whatever it was. But he's a good player. Thoughts on Kirk to the Cardinals? Good fit. Nice little compliment to what they have there in Larry Fitzgerald. Explosive. And could be a great tandem there with Mr. Rosen. Detroit pick is in. Let's hear it. You missed my realistic rebuilds. Well, I have a rebuild series that will be starting up. That's pretty much in the realistic rebuild mode. I would say this coming Friday. I don't know if I'm going to stick on just a Friday schedule with this because it's going to be my main series with the Dinos, but it will start this coming Friday, I think. Maybe sooner. Will they add helmets flying off in Madden 19? No. They will not. Because, you know, concussions. Who's on the board again? Someone just said. Detroit. Detroit's picks up. Who's the best prospect on the board? You know, off the field, kind of sucks, but probably Arden Key, I'd say at this point. Maybe Mo Hurst. Thoughts on the Eagles' schedule? Any predictions for your season-like record? I did a quick prediction video a couple days ago. I think I said 11-5. Good spot. Lions picked Tracy Walker. Who the fuck's that? Safety? I'm pretty sure safety from Louisiana. Look at that! What a guess! What an absolute guess that I can remember that. Don't know anything about him. All I know is what school he came from. So there you go. Thoughts on Antonio Gates? I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting where Gates goes. Seems like a prop candidate just signed with the Patriots or something like that. You got to make that tackle. Come on. Pat Pete, bitter since 100. There you go. Real OG. I remember you too. We played Overwatch. Wonder if you're going to consider doing a series similar to the old Eagles one, like Mariota and Manziel and the Eagles. Oh, shit. My batteries died, fellas. Give me a second here. Come on. Oh, let's go. How far do you think Arden Key will fall? Well, he's in a mess off the field. So, you know, like I said, 4th round's the bad boy round. 4th round is where you get the character issue guys. High talent, high character issue. Oh, come on. Oh, my God. What is that guy doing? That corner. Who's been the biggest reach this year? Man, I still gotta think the Saints giving up 2 first rounds for Marcus Davenport has been the biggest reach. What's up, Harrison? How's it going, bro? Best quarterback still available. I personally like Mike White over Kyle Lauletta, but it's one of those two, probably 1A, 1B. Where do you think Bar Scarborough could go? Oh, let's take that free pick. Sidney Jones. Sid Jones. Watch him have a big year at the Eagles this year. Yeah, ever consider, yeah. We could. Yeah, those player career modes and stuff like that. It's going to be something once maybe in the dire days of Madden 18 when I just don't know what content I want to do I can bring back. I still have a couple ideas for stuff like that I want to do. So I wouldn't rule it out. Let's go Callaway. Luke Falk's not off the board, but I have Luke Falk. He'd be B. Or 2, number 2. If Mike White's 1A, Lauletta's 1B, Falk is 2. Good accuracy, I just don't know about the arm strength. Will Lamar Jackson start over Joe Flacco? Nah. Where will Mo Hurst go? I think Mo Hurst will go to a team like Philly, like Minnesota, a team that has absolute depth, and he's just like almost a Hail Mary of a pick. If there's heart issue and stuff like that, he could very well be a guy that has to retire soon because of the heart issue, which sucks. He's a really talented playmaker. So a team that, doesn't have to have him hit right away, that's probably where I'd guess he'd go. Who'll get it first, Falk or Benkirk? I think Falk. Man, offensive line. Oh, Madden is so bad. Where do you see Kareem Gifford? My Eagles, baby. He's going to the Eagles. All right, 3rd and 26. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to straight up already throw it to Callaway. Oh, yeah, my O-line. There we go. I have no O-line. Only have the best O-line in the game. Get sacked every play. Orlando Brown to the Ravens. That pick just come in? If so, good value. Worst combine I've ever seen. But, before the combine, his tape stood up with almost any tackle in the class. But I don't know if that was an actual pick yet. For Bo Scarborough, let's see. Team that needs a power back. Complimentary power back. Chargers, maybe? Chargers might need a power back. Maybe a compliment for Zeke in Dallas. Should the Cardinals get Griffin? Yeah, you kind of, let's go on with Buchanan. He's pretty much a similar type player as Buchanan. Do you need, 2 of those guys? I don't know. What's up, Johnny? How's it going? John, how you feel about the Godart pick? Scarborough to replace Blunt in Philly? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't completely rule that out. It's a good compliment to what we have in Ajay and Corey Clement. Equal St. Brown, a project type guy. High upside. So he'll probably go in the 4th round. There we go. Give me a sack here for once. Well, these picks taking so long to get in. Any chance to do top 10 videos again and re-upload them? I just ran out of ideas. That was pretty much the reason why I stopped that. That definitely, yeah, John, that was definitely a troll. Because there's a chance Dallas was picking him at that next pick. So we trade ahead of Dallas. Yeah, I think that was also like an added bonus there. That was like a more, but man, that Akers speech, I think that Akers speech, right there with Jason Kelsey's Super Bowl speech, fire. Top 100 player stream coming soon, absolutely. I usually wait till probably the first 50 are done from the official NFL one, so I can kind of go into that series being pissed off about something. I already know. Here's what's going to happen. I already know Carson Wentz is probably going to get ranked in the 40s, and that's going to set me off. So, Eddie Pinero home to Miami? Could be. They still need a kicker. Daniel Carlson from Auburn is still probably the #1 kicker, but Pinero might be a good pick. All right, guys, what's going on with these picks here? We haven't talked about one in a while, and I'm personally getting a little scared. The last pick we talked about, I feel like, was Tracy Walker to the Lions. So if whatever's happened past that, let me know. Trey Wingo's a fucking idiot. ESPN's terrible. Flip right now to the NFL Network. It's buckets. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad you enjoy. Oh, no. Come on, man. Everything he throws is perfect. Fuck's sakes. Panther selector Shawn Galden, the DB from Tennessee. He was the dude, if you remember last year, he flipped off, I think it was Texas or something like that. He flipped the fans off when he got ejected from the game. Aggressive player, though. Mike Mayock is the best. Mike Mayock's last mock draft was pretty shit, but he's definitely... I like him and Daniel Jeremiah. I think both those guys, obviously they're both Philly guys, so that's maybe I'm a little impartial there. But then with Rich Eisen, I like that combo. But Mel Kiper and Trey Wingo. Remember they used to have, fuck, what's his name? He used to be a running back for SMU. He played for the Patriots. A white dude. Like shit, constantly shit on like everything. I can't remember his name, but he was terrible as well. Southern accent. But I'll tell you guys, NFL Network's what it is. Justin Jones to the Chargers. Another, man, the NC State D lineman. I think a lot of people turned on NC State tape to watch Bradley Chubb. They found out about Justin Jones and BJ Hill. But yeah, Chargers continuing to build up on that D line. If you have the Corey Lugier suspension, makes sense. Mort's a little bit of an OG. Like I remember Mort from like the 2K5 games. Grew up on Mort Report on Monday Night Football with him and Rumbling, Bumbling, Stumbling. Fucking what was his name? Cokehead. Berman. Joe Clapp's not bad. Not bad. Raiders acquire pick 86 from the Rams. Raiders are trading up. Maybe looking for a linebacker. Hey, how about the Raiders draft a linebacker? Josie Jewell. Could be Shaquem Griffin. How is that a fucking drop? Grow up. Honestly, I stopped watching ESPN when they got rid of Jacked Up. I was like, alright, I'm done with this. Even though Susie Cobbler is usually a homer to the Eagles. Chris Berman actually always picked the Eagles too for some reason. You like Deshaun Elliott? He's not bad, good production. I kind of question his athletic ability though a little bit. If I'm going DB from Texas, I may gamble on Holton Hill first. Ravens selected Mark Andrews. No, they didn't. Well, they picked Mark Andrews when they have Max Williams, who was like a second-round pick, and they already drafted Hayden Hurst. That didn't happen. If that happened, suspect. Oh my God, come to the ball. They did. There's no way they took Mark Andrews. That's bullshit. I'm coming out with saying that's bullshit. I don't know. Kershaw's been pretty right. I think he's the dude leaking shit before they officially happen on TV. But with Max Williams is still a solid tight end, man. He's a good player. Colleen Wolf, 100%. Eagles. Who drafted Holton Hill? We already missed that? No one. Someone's not updating me on all the picks. I think Holton Hill's still there. And now I can't trust you guys. Now I'm suspect that every single pick you guys tell me is bullshit. They really did pick Mark Andrews, so I don't know what the fuck Ozzy's thinking. Ozzy's senile. It's his last year. Oh, there's a nice sack. Let's get us back in this game. As a fellow Canuck, how'd you come to be a fan of the Birds? NHL lockout. Obviously, as a Canadian, started as a hockey fan. NHL lockout. It's like, man, let's go play. Let's start watching football instead. Sick and tired of the lockouts. And Eagles from Madden, man. Brian Dawkins always was my favorite player. Saw the shenanigans on the highlights on SportsCenter. I was like, that's my team. Who drafted Holton Hill then? Conehead Pitta retired, but still kind of surprising. Raiders selected Arden Key. I like that. That's a nice John Gruden pick right there. Damn. Arden Key. That's good value. Late third? Arden Key. I think that's for the off the field, like the risk reward on that, that's not bad at all. Where are you a Leafs fan? Flyers, baby. I like the Flyers and Panthers. I don't like the Flyers really now, though, because every time I go to Philly, the Sixers are never in town, so I always want to do something else. So I've gone to 2 Flyers games every time I've gone to Philly. G4, why aren't Bama players being drafted today? I mean, who do they really have? That was supposed to go 2-3. Ronnie Harrison. I don't think Deshaun Hand was really in that. Maybe Anthony Everett could have gone. Oh my god, these fucking drops. Royce Freeman. Okay, just a second back. Best running back on the board. John Kelly, maybe? Let's say, you know, I like Mark Walton, Balaz, John Kelly. It's pretty much just like a group. What's up, Tim? Colts. I mean, you got Quentin Nelson. You got the safest player in the draft. There you go. Okay, pretty sure Saquon Barkley would juke the shit out of that guy. QB's 2019 draft. Justin Herbert, Oregon. Check him out. Make sure. Jarrett Stidham, Auburn. Shea Patterson, Michigan, potentially. Packers picked Oren Burks. Ooh, good cover. I'm surprised, man. That's Shaquem Griffin pick. Oren Burks, same type of player. Predominantly a cover linebacker. Okay. Royce Freeman, you know, yeah, again, I'm not, I've pretty much, watched a bunch of Oregon games. I feel like he needs to go to a team with a good offensive line. Do the Broncos have a good offensive line? Maybe. But I think Royce Freeman as a player, not bad. Good solid player, good power back, good production. Doesn't really have game-breaking speed. I think speed might be a slight issue. But, you know, it's not a bad pick. Considering they need to get a running back because they moved off to C.J. Anderson. And, you know, you kind of have the receiving back there already in Devontae Booker. It's a solid pick. So, like, I'm here to see the Eagles take Griffin. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to shit a brick if they draft Shaquem Griffin. There hasn't been... The last Eagles player that I really wanted that they picked was Fletcher Cox. Like, when that happened, it was Andy Reid era. I remember it like yesterday. They traded up to get Fletcher Cox. He was my dream pick in that draft, and I lost my shit. I think Shaquem Griffin would definitely top that. Nathan, you fuck off. He's not going to Seattle, baby. He's coming to Philly. But he'd be pretty good. What if Mo Hurst goes undrafted? He could. The medical could scare. I don't think he will, though. I think there's definitely there was reports that some teams didn't really worry about his medical a whole lot, and I think one of those teams will probably get him like the fourth, fifth, something like that. You gotta get his black. If that happens, I'm absolutely getting a Shaquem Griffin black jersey, 100%, guaranteed. Book it. Hold me to it if I have to. All right, let's actually try to win this game here. Stop throwing picks. Try to overcome all Madden. Oh, we'll just get scamper this one in. But let's be honest. The Raiders kind of, did Al Davis go back to the Raiders? You get Martavis Bryant, some character concerns. You get Doug Martin, some character concerns. You get Arden Key, some character concerns. Oof. Surprised they didn't just straight up draft Josh Allen because they liked his tweets. Orenberg's Green Bay, that's a nice cover linebacker there. But he's an inside guy. So, I mean, don't they like what they have? And Martinez, who's whatever, top 2 tackler in the league. And you got John Ryan, who's a serviceable starter. So, I mean, maybe get something, obviously better compliment because he can cover. So, I get that. Better outside, Bubbles or Julian? Oh, Bubbles for sure. Bubbles got the rage in the cage. Julian, sluggish. Julian's looking old, man. Saw Julian the other day at Little Caesars. Looking old, man. Had some of that Freedom 35 beer. If you watch the new Caesar trailer reports, I actually got it today. Me and my buddies just got a little blazed and watched some wrestling from, like, I don't know where the fuck is, India or something like that. Saudi Arabia. Who's picking up Des Bryant? Who's dumb enough to give him a 1-year deal? Maybe the Raiders? I don't know. Rams select Noteboom, Joe Noteboom, tackle TCU. That's a decent pick for the Rams. Get cover eventually for Whitworth, who's probably only going to play his last year this year. Could be worse. Don't talk about sexy and like that. I will actually say though, in my town when Leahy died, like there was like a vigil, there was like a walk. Where in the city, like the big city for him. He's pretty much the only guy on the trailer reports I don't think I ever met. Ricky or Randy Leahy? I know him as Corey Trevor or Trevor Leahy. Okay, pretty much admitting defeat here. We're gonna tie this shit up here. You feel the Rams are gonna shit the bed this season? They are going all in, and I'm highly questioning their team building by gambling that they win now and probably are gonna lose some of their big time studs by 2019. But yeah, Joe Noteboom to the Rams. That's a nice pick. That's forward thinking for life beyond Andrew Whitworth. They could have done a lot worse. Still surprised, Tyrell Crosby's there. I think I'd probably go Tyrell Crosby, though, over Noteboom. Tackle from Oregon. Undisputed or first take. I don't watch either of that shit. So I watched when Skip Bayless was kind of, when Shannon Sharp was kind of egging on Skip Bayless about the Eagles. I did watch the YouTube clips. I don't get that stuff in Canada, though. I watch Good Morning Football every morning with my son, and that's all I need for talk shows. Where does C.J. Anderson land? Miami. I'd probably say Miami's probably the popular spot. Oh, nice. 47 didn't even turn his head around. Knew the ball was coming there. Super linebackers. Kyle Brandt, underrated. Kay Adams. This is my second wife. My Canadian brethren. Nate Burleson. Sometimes he's kind of cringeworthy, but he's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of Peter Schrager, to be honest with you. But yeah, Kyle Brandt and Kay Adams are beautiful. Nate Burleson's speech was not bad. No one is going to top, I don't think, David Akers for the next little bit. David Akers' speech is legendary, but it wasn't bad. It's one of those things, Nate Burleson act like he's from, like, the hard streets of, like, he went through that struggle of Detroit, but he's from, like, Canada. He's from, like, Winnipeg. From Winnipeg, you idiot! For anyone that gets that reference, bonus points to you. Thanks, money dude. Appreciate it. I haven't seen that though. I heard when D'Angelo Williams went on Good Morning Football, he kind of like dropped the "You never played football" card. I never watched it. I heard it was just really cringeworthy, so I was like, I don't know. I don't want to really. I don't need to watch that. C4, play the new Far Cry. I bought it. I've been I beat 2 of the zones. I've just been super busy. I've been sick. I'm not gonna really go into it, but I've had some health scares, I guess. So I haven't had a whole lot of time. But yeah, it's definitely a game I'm gonna try to beat because I heard that. I think I'm gonna get that State of Decay game. My brother and a couple of his buddies say it's definitely gonna be worth getting. So hopefully I can beat it soon in kind of the Madden off season. All right, yeah. So whatever after the Oren Burks pick is where we're at. I think, right? I think Oren Burks was the last one. Last picks that we had talking about. Rams. No, Rams Noteboom was the last pick we had. How's the health? Kidney stone. I don't know if it's kidney stones. Basically, I got an ultrasound. Doctor said it looked good. I'm still waiting to hear my results back. I mean, hopefully we're fine. I'm starting to feel better. But yeah, not out of the woods yet. Haven't got 100% confirmation. Oh, catch that motherfucker. Nathan, there's a blonde girl. Oh, that's Colleen Wolfe. Philadelphia Eagle, born and bred. She's an Eagle fan. She did the Eagles Super Bowl stuff. Pretty hot. And she's a good personality. Except for some reason, she always does her segments with Maurice Jones-Drew. And Maurice Jones-Drew is the worst panelist in football right now. 100%. He's so bad. He's like a shitty Skip Bayless. Tim, honestly, I have no idea. I gotta wait for it, though. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm getting better, so I assume it's nothing serious. I'm just gonna work through it, but... Sanat to the Falcons. Oh, let's go! Trey Burton with the catch. Deidre and Sanat tested very well at the Combine. They need D-tackle. I know a lot of people mocked like Taven Bryan or something like that. Maybe I'm surprised they didn't go Mo Hurst. The fact that Mo Hurst didn't go here to the Falcons, kind of surprising. K. Adams, Colleen Wolfe. K. Adams for me, but I think Colleen Wolfe might be my number 2. I know a lot of people always give me K. Adams, Joy Taylor. No. I think K. Adams, Colleen Wolfe, probably the 1-2. Colleen Wolfe's a little bit more knowledgeable football because I know she does like a football the Around the NFL podcast. She'll like hold her own on that. But I think K. Adams is a little bit better for like the interviews. Like when they do like personalities. Like K. Adams always does like the deep dive background stuff. Like she'd be like the person that would like bring a Shaquem Griffin segment talking about his past, stuff like that. I think that's a little bit better. Major girl for Tim, major girl couldn't stay. You see, it's not that bad for me. More so just like a lingering nagging issue as opposed to like, oh, I can't move kind of pain. But it's getting better. All I know is the last couple days I've been feeling all right. So maybe I'm just, you know, my goddamn Canadian monster genes are just fighting through it. Who's your go-to porn star? It changes, man. It changes all the time. It was Mia Malkova, but she's actually kind of got fat a little bit. I know, I mean, I feel like a piece of shit just critiquing a porn star like that. I don't really know if I have a go-to right now. Be honest with you, I haven't watched. I'm slacking. I'm kind of slacking on my my game here. My Brazzers game. Saints go Traquan Smith. Not bad. Traquan Smith. I'm surprised Deshaun Hamilton's still there. I think Deshaun Hamilton could be a decent pick. Oh, you're gonna get sacked, baby. You're gonna get sacked. Oh, that's a. Couldn't call time. We're going OT. I think the Eagles should trade up for Griffin. You don't trade up for Griffin, but I think if he's there when they pick in the 4th, I'll be disappointed if they don't pick him. But again, you know, they didn't bring him in for any draft visits. I think a guy like Shaquem Griffin is a player that you do need to do your extra research on, I feel, just because you want to see what he can do. So yeah. I don't actually watch Brazzers a whole lot. I'm gonna be honest, I'm more of a Bang Bros guy. If I had to pick a recording studio, I could dabble in Blacked.com. Shout out to H3H3 for Blacked.com. Occasionally. I ain't racist, but Nothing beats a good episode of Bang Bus. Oldies but goodies. All right, let's bring it back to the draft. Your friend wants Ronnie Harrison. I mean, if Harrison's still there, that's good value. 4th round pick, that's really good value. Money could play a little bit of linebacker. Could play nickel linebacker for us. He's a bigger guy, 6'3", 215, 220. Watch Black Mirror. Yes, I actually watched it. Not the expert told me on Twitter to watch it. I checked it out. It was all right. Maybe a little overrated, but some good episodes. Oh, there's a sack. Thank you. How much would I pay for Chaos Porn? I would legitimately pay $100. $100 to see that. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it, man. Steelers picked Okorafor. Okay. Chukwuma Okorafor to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, I don't really know where he fits. You got Villanova. You know, it could be guard. Could be, you know, if they want to move on from Villanueva. I mean, they just signed Villanueva. You got Marcus Gilbert, had some suspension issues, but he's a pretty damn good right tackle. Definitely like a top 10 right tackle. But, you know, it's not a bad pick. Not a bad value pick. Maybe they can see Okorafor play guard, like I said. Play maybe left guard. Ramon Foster's probably the oldest guy. Probably the next guy moving on from that offensive line. Let's go. Let's win this shit in the playoffs. Goddamn OT. Come on, Saquon. Daisy Stone. Daisy Stone's not bad. Not a bad one. I actually kind of... Oh, what's this chick? There's a chick that I could think of. Oh, what the fuck's her name? Oh, Nelly Eggs. There's a new chick that's not bad. Can't remember her name, though. So, no help. Alt by Dead's Curry. I know that song. It's not bad. Jags picked Ronnie Harrison. The rich get richer in the secondary. I would say, yeah, that's a good pick. The Jags are 100% drafting for the fact that they're going to have to cut some of these guys eventually. So, you know, you get Taven Bryan because probably one of those D tackles, be it Darius or Jackson, are going to move on. You draft a guy like Ronnie Harrison because either Barry Church or Sean Gibson are going to move on. So, smart draft, man. Credit where credit is due. Tom Coughlin is a solid GM. He knows what he's doing, man. Great pick. Man, best workout song, Pat Pete, Can't Be Touched, Roy Jones Jr. That's an old school. That's an old school. I used to bump that shit in high school. Should the Cardinals pick a DB, and who should they get? The Cardinals want a defensive back. Maybe look at Perry Nickerson, Quentin Meeks. Those are two guys right now I still think have good value. Maybe Holton Hill. Holton Hill. There's another guy. Anthony Everett. There's some corners. Kevin Tolliver. Still some good corners left on the board. You know nothing about the guy the Rams picked up. Note Boom, the tackle. I would say right now, pretty refined mechanics. Good athlete, tested well at the combine. Good spider graph. You don't know what that is, look it up. I would just say, yeah, pretty much going to be maybe a swing tackle this year and could be eventually looked as Whitworth's replacement. Intermittent faster, that's a goodie. Do that shit. I do that shit around Labor Day. You know, get ready. Get ready for the season. Not this year, though. Not this year. I'm going to be big bloated papa until, like, August when my kid goes to daycare and I can actually start working out again. Mason Rudolph. I like Mason Rudolph more than most. I think he has a good throwing motion. One of the best throwing motions in the draft. Caleb Ballage. Wouldn't rule at him to the Eagles. Be a good fit for the Eagles. Need some good workout songs. Like I said, Can't Be Touched, Roy Jones Jr. Never Scared, Bone Crusher. Those are two big ones. Two big old ones. $16-hour fast. That's pretty damn long. I think I did 12. Last time I did 12, maybe 14. Where's your boy Ronnie Harrison? Frightful Dog going to the Jags? Good draft, man, from the Jags so far. But we're getting close to the end of the draft, which is kind of good because I'm getting fucking tired again. Wasn't Bone Crusher? I thought Bone Crusher. If you told me Bone Crusher was dead, I'd be like, you know, it sucks. Rest in peace. Pour one out. Who should the Eagles get tomorrow? Shaquem Griffin. I'll do that at the end of this video. At the end of this video, when I'm not focusing on trying to win this goddamn game, I'll tell you who I think the Eagles should get tomorrow. Bucks trade up to pick Alex Kappa. Big mean tackle. I like that. Push Donovan Smith. Donovan Smith is one of the worst starting left tackles in football. Guy like Alex Kappa, somewhat similar to when they picked Ali Marpet. Ali Marpet's probably their best offensive lineman. Oh my god, man, throwing so bullshit. Who a better career, Mayfield or Ward? Probably Denzel Ward, just because there's higher bust potential there, I think, for Mayfield with the off the field stuff. Maybe he can get his own way. But I think Denzel Ward, worst case scenario, is going to be a good starting nickel in the NFL. Oh, workout song, Pat Pete. You play Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill, the theme song for the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl run. Come on! Fourth and 14, I'm going for it. I don't give a shit. It's just background gameplay. So, hey, maybe we can win, maybe we won't win. But I'm not going for a tie bullshit. So, let's see what we can do. Josh Rosen absolutely could be a day one starter. I can't believe Ronnie Harrison slipped that far because he's in the box safety and people don't care about them. That's why Harrison Smith is still on the board. Oh my god, this O-line. I want to know how many times I've been sacked. Lane Johnson, 90-some overall. Kelsey, 90-something overall. Brandon Brooks, 90-something overall. We've been sacked 9 times. 49ers select Tarvarius Moore from Southern Miss. 6'2" corner. Had absurd pro day numbers. Guy tested like what? He's running like 4.3 something crazy. Don't know why they went safety. Because they got Jimmy Ward, you got Jaquiski Tart, but I had a Niner fan, my buddy Niner fan, said that Jimmy Ward's not a good safety, so maybe he could be looking at competition free safety. But they had Colbert, undrafted from Miami. I thought he graded out pretty well from Pro Football Focus. There we go. Come on, keep forcing them back. Make it a long field goal. You know what it is? Why is Holton Hill filling? Because he has off-the-field issues. Didn't he get suspended at the end of the season? I don't know if they're going to make that field goal or not. They probably are going to make it, but they might not. What is this, a fair field goal? So like 40, 45, something like that. Come on, you gotta miss it. Oh, you bastard. Holton Hill will get drafted. Like I said, 4th round's bad boy. You draft players in the 4th round that are absolutely fucked. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this goddamn game. See what happens. So, just absurd passing numbers. How many drops do we have? Running the ball just did not exist. Carson Wentz, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley had 0.7 yards per carry. That's because offensive line is AIDS. Just all these receivers going off. Look how many drops we had. 3, 4, 5, 6 drops. 6 drops to 2. That's very frustrating. How many sacks do we give up? Let's see here. For sacks. 2.5 Adams, 2 like, oh my god. Guys, when does anyone know the release date for Madden 19? Because I cannot fucking wait. What do I think about these running backs coming to the NFC East? I would be more afraid if Philly didn't have the best front 7 in football. Best front 7 in the NFC, we'll say. You know, you may have some, you have them, you know, the Jags are pretty, I mean, the Jags linebackers aren't the best outside of Telvin Smith. But you may have put Philly has a top 3 front 7 in the NFL, so I'm not super worried about these running backs. They're talented, but we know how to stop them. We can stop them. Day 3 starts at noon. Thanks for that, Pat P, because actually I was kind of wondering. I don't have anything to do tomorrow, really. It's supposed to be shitty weather, so I'm not going to be able to play with my kid outside. So I might do this stream again. I might stream a little bit more tomorrow, day 3, because my internet seemed to held up pretty well here. We still got a couple more picks left. So, I'm going to go to skills train or something like that. Just fuck around for another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. How many picks are left? 3 or 4 picks left in the draft? How do I do the gauntlet? Is the gauntlet in the skills trainer? I feel like it is. Supposed to get a winter storm in the Cuse in the Salt City. See, I know that now. Yeah, man, we had fucked up weather. We got snow here like a week ago, and today it was like 17 degrees, man. East Coast got fucked up weather. Harrison Phillips to the Bills. It's a good pick. The guy can replace Kyle Williams at D tackle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty much only holding on right now for Shaquem Griffin to be there in the 4th. That's all I want right now. Just give me an opportunity that Philly could draft him in the 4th. No school, weak color bombs. I had shit like that back in the day, and they fucking put school going on in the summer. They made us make the time up at the end of the year. It's bullshit. Kaiser White is falling because people don't know if he's fast and athletic enough to play safety, so that he's kind of a money backer. That's a niche role. That's kind of what I would say with Kaiser White. Shit on your picks. You pick Pet. You picked. How can you shit on fucking Quentin Nelson? Quentin Nelson's a home run. Run the shallow. What is this? I've never done this in my life. This gauntlet, but I tell you right now, I'm going to dominate it. I'm going to dominate this gauntlet. What's up with, what do you call it? CK Birds. That's what he does. He plays the gauntlet, doesn't he? So that's what we're going to do. Oh, we're actually going to fail that because for some fucking reason he just didn't do anything. Great on Chip Kelly overall as a drafter. Well, he had 1 draft, and it wasn't particularly well, so... Come on. What are you going to give me this? Am I supposed to, like, hurdle these motherfuckers or what? There we go. I got in the goddamn hole. Titans. I like Rashawn Evans. Rashawn Evans was a pretty good pick. Harold Landry. Whew. Fire pick. Harold Landry in the 2nd round? You kidding me? I had them mocked over in the 1st round. Simi Cobbs, probably people are worried about the speed a little bit. Wait, what the fuck? Stay in the hot spot. Ever played Battleborn? I played it before I played Overwatch, was not a fan. So we have 4 picks left. Boom! Run that motherfucker over. Oklahoma drill. Shout out Oklahoma drill. Miss that playing football. Run the ball easy. Oklahoma drill again. Okay. Gonna go this way. Oh, come on, JJ! I'm missing an epic Bill speech. Is it something about Jim Kelly? What's going on with the Bill speech? I take it. I'll probably be on YouTube, so I'll be able to see it. But yeah, Harrison Phillips. That's good value. Getting him in the 3rd round. Take over for Kyle Williams. Bill's super fan. Oh, okay. Incoming boss battle. What the fuck is this? Use your blocker, score a touchdown without being tackled. Go to bounds. Do stumble recovery. The fuck? How's that supposed to work? Let's see Tarvaris McFadden. I think Seahawks could be a good team. You need like a zone. He's not fast. Wait patiently for my blocks. Or not. Level 9. Someone beat that 9 points. You kidding me? He's wearing a Rey Mysterio's Bill mask and sombrero. Okay. Booyaka, booyaka. Thoughts on Calvary? I think his age kind of hurt him a little bit, but he looks pretty good. If I need a wide receiver, he'd probably be a guy I'd be alright with taking. Run a first down. Okay, certainly. I'm just going to get a sack here real quick. Kelsey Monroe, Alexis, Texas. Alexis, Texas. You go Butterface, absolutely. What the fuck is this? I don't understand. I don't understand what this is, so I'm just going to throw it. This is some team shall use the franchise want to rebuild a defensive front. I mean, you want to be realistic? Go to a team that's switching schemes. Giants. Giants are switching schemes. You're using updated rosters, no JPP. Good work. Torrey Smith. Wow. Donnell Ellerby's my option here. Come on. Oh, he's terrible. 49ers, yeah, I think the 49ers not have the best draft. I think McGlinchey at 9 was a little bit of a reach. You get a safety. Is that the biggest need versus maybe getting a corner? Who else did they get? Oh, my God. Sarah Banks with bad ass tattoos. Come on, bro. Get out of here with that shit. What are we, fucking Crips and Bloods? No, don't get ass tattoos. C4, you making your Madden rosters like you did for last? Yes, I am. Almost done. Probably on Sunday. I'm going to try, probably Monday, Tuesday. I don't know how I'm going to release them yet. What is this? Do I just follow through this? I don't know if I'm going to do like 32 teams because it kind of gives me content for a whole month. Like release schedule, I don't know yet. What the fuck was that? Ten, 9. Yeah! Everybody, Hughes GFX, everyone wants Shaquem in Philly. Oh, beautiful pass. Mac Hollins. Where's Alshon Jeffrey? Why do I have Torrey Smith and fucking this guy? They got that skill. Oh, yes, they did. They got Fred Warner. You know, not a bad pick. Dante Pettis, feel like with Christian Kirk still on the board, don't really get that pick. Considering he's more of a return man than a refined receiver at this point. So, yeah, not the best draft. Not a terrible draft, though. Whoa. Oh, what the fuck? Finesse move? Fuck yourself. Oh, of course he's going to block my finesse move every time. Fucking bullshit. So what, we got 3 picks left? I'm fucking done with this shit. Here we go. Boom! Flying V. Have the hot spots. Avoid the hot spots. Okay. Good blocking. I feel like I'm missing some kind of epic speech. Right now I'm going to make sure I go my way to watch the Bills. If anyone in here has yet to see the David Akers, like when the Eagles pick speech, you have to go watch that shit because that was fucking epic. Oh, there we go. They have some Hawaiian guys speaking a different language. Well, that's what's awesome. Get the ball to land or rest in the hot spot. Fuck. That's what I do, man. Boom. Boop. Mason Cole to the Cardinals. Okay. You know what? Not bad. You can play tackle, you can play C. Pretty much play everyone on the offensive line. So in terms of versatility, not a bad pick. $11 points. I broke my record. Thoughts on Michael Vick's speech? Well, he did shout at the Eagles. He said, I see a lot of birds in the odds. I see 2 birds in the odds. I assume that was an Eagles reference. But it wasn't bad. Never lost to Dallas. I just like everyone shit on Dallas. You shit on Dallas, you're good in my books. But no one's beating David Akers. No one can top David Akers. What's this one? Easy field goal? Just, okay. How easy is it? 50 win? 50 win, really? Oh, okay. Jordan Atkins to Houston. Is that UCF? Okay. Did I miss that? I thought I got the field goal. I'm pretty sure he ran like a 5-something 40 at his pro day. They're definitely looking to replace Fedorowicz, who retired. But with Ian Thomas still on the board, that's kind of shocking. Ian Thomas is a really good tight end. Conklin on the board. Chris Herndon on the board. Very surprised Jordan Atkins was the pick there. Be honest with you. Especially with Ian Thomas still on the board. Ian Thomas is pretty solid. Twitter trying to start some beef asking who's the GOAT, Vinatieri or Tucker. Let's be honest. I hate Patriots. Vinatieri is a first ballot Hall of Famer as a kicker. Matt Bryant. Get out of here, Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant looks like a white supremacist. I just got my pickup truck. No blacks. Don't need any of them Italians. Schefter and Mortensen talking about Griffin, hopefully to the Eagles. Fedorowicz retired, he's in like 26. Yeah, like concussions or something. Yeah, like some sort of like lingering injury. Denver picked Isaac Yiadom. Whatever, from Boston College. Long-rangey corner. Not bad. Still surprised. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised still some of the bigger names are still there, though. Like Holden Hill's still there. I mean, I get the off-field stuff, but... Get the first down. Better believe we're going with the throw. Deep throw. Brett Selleck. Very nice. Is there Griffin more of a 3-4 scheme player? I think ultimately Griffin is more suited to be a money backer. So if you play nickel, just if any team that plays a lot of nickel defense, that's your primary. And then I would go 3-4 or 4-3. Just because you usually want, like, for those of you that don't know, you usually want maybe more of a cover guy. Oh, you better... Oh, come on! Get over here with that bullshit. Isaac Yankum DDS. Yes, you need to get your teeth fixed. Oh, that was a good juke. I remember when I was a kid, I used to rent, I can't remember what pay-per-view from Blockbuster, and Isaac Yankum DDS was on there with Jerry the King Lawler, and I hated it. It scared the shit out of me. But then he became Kane, and Kane was one of my favorite wrestlers as a kid, for some reason. Don't know why. Punt the ball out of bounds at the hot spot. Okay. Certainly. What? Chiefs, Kansas City took Shaquem Griffin? Did it happen? Kansas City takes Shaquem Griffin in the 3rd round. I mean... Wasn't fully expecting him to last to the Philadelphia, if that's the confirmed pick. Hope, man. I'm just a fan of him in general. I feel as disappointed, though, when the Chiefs took Marcus Peters when I really wanted him. If this actually is what come to fruition, I'm going to be a little upset. But I have yet to see that on Twitter. I have yet to see it confirmed on Twitter. Until I see it on my Twitter feed, I'm going to act like it didn't happen. We get confirmation yet on the Shaquem Griffin pick? Unless it broke Twitter. There's a chance it broke my Twitter. God, I suck at this. They select Dorian O'Daniel. Someone trying to troll me here. Dorian O'Daniel. Get me the fuck out of this. Is that the last pick? I'm done with this shit. Crisis averted. I mean, that is kind of brutal, though. A guy like Shaquem Griffin sitting there, I mean... I totally get it's over. They get Dorian O'Daniel. I totally get wanting to go to that experience, sucking it in. But, you know, let's be honest. 3rd round, like I know he's been there since the 1st round. But I still feel like 4th round was always where he was going to go. Maybe in the 3rd round, a team absolutely fell in love with him. But he's still there, man. He's still very much in play. So, that is absolutely awesome. Hoping that we get him tomorrow. It's a need for the Eagles, too. We need to get another linebacker. We need to get a money backer, safety-type guy. That is Shaquem Griffin to a T. Could very well be Kaiser White. I'm not going to lie. If we get Kaiser White, won't hate it. Will I stream tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe. I might. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll just get kick back, relax, have a couple brewskis myself, and just enjoy a little bit of the draft. So I don't know yet. Don't hold me on that. I might stream earlier, though. Like, I'm going to be around earlier in the day, but later in the night after supper time when the draft's going in the later rounds. It's probably better for me to stream when the Eagles aren't picking. So maybe after the couple 1st, 4th round picks, I may stream, like, during the 5th round, maybe. But, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream. It was 2 hours. It's been a while since we had a live stream, so shout out first and foremost to my Lord and Savior, my internet, for holding up this time. So thank you guys for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow at another live stream. Follow me on Twitter at PapaXC4, which I have all my updates about when I'm going to stream. And that is for me today, guys. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Shout out Dallas Goddard, David Akers, If you haven't seen his speech before the Philadelphia Eagles pick, make sure you go do that. He's an absolute god. Later.